together and found a new.
Lucky the suits saw to the cursed wood.
You're so witch.
Bit of exercise never killed anyone. So, where are the races held?
The first three on Adscallig. Whoever wins each at least once returns here to Hindusfjall to face last year's best rider in a final pursuit.
Gotcha. What's his name?
You mean hers. Astrid of Speakerog, known as the Vipress.
Lovely as monikers go.
And completely deserved. Good luck, Witcher. May your deeds bring the goddess pleasure.
All healed, wounds licked. Ain't better now?
Don't make me angry.
Who's this?
O great and mighty Freya, help us fulfill the oaths. Who are you? Why are you here?
Could ask you the same. Places like this, usually home to necrophages alone.
They're corpse eaters, aye. And they grow bolder by the day. Crawl out to attack the living.
We'll kill them all. Clear the mine with our swords in our hands. Honor our fathers in doing so.
I'm a witcher. Could go with you and help.
And steal the glory due us? No chance.
Glory won't do much for you if ghouls are gnawing on your bones.
When you think on it, makes sense.
All right. You lead the way then.
Got me eye on.
Hey, where you going? Hey, where you going? Hey, where you going? I'll watch ye die with pleasure.
Last one. Drag the corpses outside. Burn them. Other ghouls don't scorn their cousins' corpses.
Aye, true.
It's good you came. Seems Freya watches over us to have led you here. We're grateful, and will be for long.
Folk are generous with gratitude. Not so much with coin.
Oh, aye. Sorry. Afterglow of the battle, we're still caught up. Damn, you slice him good. Here, for you.
Thanks. Farewell.
Arm swinging it, eh?
May your axe never crumble.
That
Can we talk? Yen and I went to Hindersfjall.
Oh, did you learn anything?
Ciri came through Lofoten. She was wounded when she arrived. Villagers nursed her back to health. Sadly, the Wild Hunt was on her trail. Followed her there. Ciri managed to escape, but the villagers...
I know. You needn't finish. I later spoke to those who survived. Suffice to say, Ciri was fortunate to escape. I trust you'll find her soon.
What do the druids think of Skellige's new ruler?
Uncrate blood is good blood. Yet Ceres is the first woman to rule Skellige. Ever.
Not everyone's pleased.
There are 7 clans in Skellige. Each would like a king from their own line, but Ceres will manage. She's not as impulsive as Hjalmar. Thinks first, then acts. With Krach as her advisor, she has every chance to be a good queen.
You were made a Hierophant. Congratulations.
I thank you. The Skellige Circle chose me years ago, about the time when the old disputes between the clans were reigniting.
Job's been mainly politics then.
Aye, but I've not minded. Since time immemorial, the druids have wandered betwixt the clans, keeping endless feuds in check. We care for equilibrium, the balance of all things, not just trout populations and streams. We're lucky the Jarls always valued us as advisors.
Wouldn't happen to play Gwent, would you?
Certainly. I got my first deck, years ago, back in Sintra. Proceeded to teach the game to half of Skellige. Why do you ask? Looking to play?
Yeah, glad to play around.
Lovely. My congratulations. You've a good deck, but it could use a bit of supplementation. Here, take this card.
Thanks.
You've a knack for it. So much so you ought to challenge Krach. I gave him his deck, introduced him to the game. But the pupil has surpassed his master.
You're not growing any younger, Grimest. You must pass your knowledge on.
I'm no trout that must get to its spawning ground. I shall do what I please. Now leave me be. Leave me be, will ye? Leave me be, will ye?
Yes? What do you seek?
Kind old geezer I just saw you talking to. Who was he?
One of our circle, Grimest. An exceptional alchemist, but a stubborn main ass.
Well, been around sorceresses my share. Long enough to know that with great enlightenment comes even greater arrogance.
But sorceresses welcome apprentices, am I right? Not Grimest. So many formulae in that head. So many methods of ingesting and absorbing lethal toxins. But he'd rather take them to the grave than share.
Maybe he'll make an exception. Share them with me.
As likely as mistletoe sprouting from right here.
Through the ground, eh?
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
You seem a nice enough guy.
Well, I'm not. I plan never to be. I became a druid to avoid others. To not have to deal with them. Not to smile when I don't wish to. To feign compassion when someone's travails matter less to me than a pair of birch cones. So I shall be straight. Get out of my sight. Before something, I know not what, deprives you of yours.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spickerog with you?
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, literally. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids. If you think I'll simply betray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
Can I convince you somehow?
Oh, gods. You're as bothersome as a gadfly before a storm. Though I am preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you as my apprentice.
Well, well, there's a way after all.
Get off your high horse and listen. First, you must bring me a pimpernel from the Muskogan forest. Second, I need a bottle of spirit from the old distillery on Hale Hill. Finally, convince Fritjof to help me perform the rite. He's a druid like I am. You'll find him near Blandara. I believe he's there on a matter of some import. So, what will it be?
All right, I'll do it. But this ritual you want to perform, what's that about?
If you wish to be my apprentice, you must stop asking questions. I decide what to tell you and when to do it. Now go, chop chop, before I change my mind. I've told you what you...
winds are late, and there are very... bees.
Fierce frosts we had this winter. Half the hives on Speaker Rug failed to last until...
I think the white frost is nigh. But the prophecies are true.
Go, go.
Wisdom, ye gods. One thing is certain. Spring comes later.
So what
Once
can
I begin,
Ye
you
yours?
must all enter your
want
homes.
loin?
Shut the windows. Lock the doors.
I don't like this.
Shouldn't be risking your life for us.
Worms?
We'll do as you say.
Worms on your brain. Them's the only worms here. Don't like me, mate. Go chew some grass.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mutant. Sometimes even by my name. Geralt of Rivia.
A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Gremist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks. The grass in pastures has withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain, but fear that... Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your sword. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself. What do you say?
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me. Time for a little storm.
Just 2 long ones. Still they snuck ashore, gave the last ones hells, raised them fucking barren. Came back with various rats.
Animal sacrifice.
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent? Better a sacrifice of goats and sheep, I think.
We'll stick together.
Skuka Svarm Fatna Hala!
It's starting.
Blotter Himmel, Blotter Moiler, Blacker of Blitztar!
Stench. Damn, lots of them.
Blotter
storm, damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages. Did you see the drops? The size of eggs.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
For the best. Why?
If manipulating the weather carried no risks, it'd not give me peace. Make it rain, make the sun shine. Some would want storms, others a sea calm as a pond frozen over. This way folk petition me only when their need is great, not because they've had a whim.
I get it. There are times I wish I didn't have to chase this necker or that drowner. Will you go see Grimace now?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I should gladly have her to help him with his ritual. Till then.
Take a soothsayer to know when it's raining.
Poor Rain Ragnarok itself.
From my saddle. Faster. Slow now. Whoa. Pollen on the leaves still. Someone picked the bloom recently.
Another seeker of Pimpernel.
Another?
Gremist has sent countless young druids into the forest. They emerge drained, with a blank stare, and with no flower. And they never speak of what happened. I've asked Gremist to stop the folly. He looked at me and laughed. But the fun's over. One of our novices, Ramond, has failed to return. I've come to find him, alive or dead.
Listen, you're looking for a druid, I'm looking for a flower. Let's go in together.
Why not? I could use the help of a tracker. Lead the way.
Flower. No petals. Hoofprints. But a biped's.
Aye?
Flower. No petals. Someone buried him. Not skillfully, but with great care. Lots of scratches. None look lethal, though. Body's dried out as if it was drained.
I know him. It's Yara the White of Caer Trolda. He died far from home. What a grotesque creature.
Oh, no, no. Oh, stop, please. Ha ha. Oh, this is great. No, no, stop. Please. Stop it, that tickles. Two can play this game, you horny goat woman.
Unhand him, hellish creature. Ramond, step away from her.
Ah, calm down. I've not been harmed. I came here...
You don't know what you're saying. She's cast a spell on you. We saw what happens to those who land in this beast's embrace. We saw Yara's body.
Then you saw I buried his body as custom dictates. I did not seek his death. He was very old. His heart was weak. I warned him it could end that way, but he kept returning.
I see through your lies. Your wretched charm won't work on me. I shall kill you here and now, monster!
I don't see any reason to kill her. She's a monster, sure, but a sentient one, and basically harmless.
No such thing. Just as there's no dry water, no cold fire. But if you'll not help, very well. I shall tend to her myself.
I'd advise against it.
I will return, with one who does not carry a sword for show.
Why did you take my side? I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't generally couple with witches, especially not out of gratitude.
Tell me why not. Is it the scars?
I detest when a man smells of blood. You witches always reek of it. Fiend blood, trot blood, and these are my brethren.
You're right. But unlike fiends and chorts, you...
Have ample breasts and a pretty face. I know. Their lack of these attributes, is that what makes them easy to kill?
It's a bit more complicated than that. But never mind. No means no, I get it. Can't think of another way you can repay me. I'm looking for Pimpernel. You know this forest. Maybe you could help me.
I shall take you myself. And you, Rammond, go pick some more violets. Just the indigo ones this time.
Indigo? You mean blue?
No, indigo is indigo. Men.
Why you need all these flowers?
Nosy, aren't you?
Footprints. Some fresh, others faded. All leading in the same direction.
Pretty, don't you think? Bellflowers, violets, kingcups, pimpernels. I must pick some edelweiss. Take one, but no more. I've put a lot of work into making this cavern cozy.
Every man on the continent's so bloodless.
downright flammable.
Shit.
Cyclops won't bother me anymore. Can look around peacefully now. Got lucky. Bit of mash left. Distilling recipes. Parchment's a little faded, but legible. Here's where the mash goes, probably. Here's where the Here's where the mash... Done. Now to boil the mash. Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down. Well, well. Turns out I'm quite the distiller.